Hello, it's the Diabetic Beast here, and hope you guys have been doing well. As I said, I'm back and I'm gonna try and do more videos. So it's been about a week or two, still not that consistent. So just been very busy with work again. But anyway, I want to talk about a video I saw that talks about some sort of repair process in the pancreas tests that they did with mice, and this was on mice which are type 1 diabetic and type 2, and the results from what the doctor was saying in the video, and I quote, are astonishing. So basically they did these tests on mice, and the only thing they didn't include any new foods or drugs of any sort, but the actual thing they tried was fasting. So they let these mice fast on something known as the 5:20:25, which basically means you go on a 3 to 5 day fast, and then you eat, and during that 3 to 5 day fast, you reduce your calories down to about 500 calories for, well, that's the human equivalent anyway. I can't remember the figure they said for mice, but you have a lot less on your 3 to 5 days, and then which is, you can say, the first 5 days of a month, and then the rest of the month, the 25 days, you eat your normal calories, and that's it. Basically, they're saying they're seeing huge improvements and pretty much reversing type 2 diabetes, and the most astonishing part, reversing and seeing repair of insulin cells in the pancreas for type 1 as well. So the doctor, I'll post a link below as well, so you guys can check it out as well. But yeah, he said you can try it out as well, but obviously by taking care and watching yourself if you're type 1 and you're on insulin. So yeah, I thought I'll give it a try. A lot of guys are saying they'll try it out as well. I commented on that video as well in more detail on my situation and what I'm gonna do. So for me, basically, I'm still gonna take my basal insulin, but reduce it to around 4 to 6 units per day. So today was my first day, and in the morning I took the basal of 6, and what I want to do is just record this as a sort of video series as well for the next month ahead. So my food, I'll show you my blood readings for today as well, what they were before last couple of days, and then from yesterday till today. First I'll go through the foods I ate. So the one thing to note, the first day of your first 3 to 5 days, you're meant to only have a maximum of 1000 calories, and then the 4 days, 3 to 4 days, you're meant to reduce that by half and have only 500 calories. So by starving your body is when the benefits occur, or the repair process. So for me, my list today, what I had was 3 dates. Now these, through my calculation, came to around 180 calories. I had with my tea in the morning. I had 3 cups of tea. Each one had about 50 ml of milk, so total for 3 was around 90 calories. I also, for lunch, I had a date and cashew nut bar. These are the raw bars you get, so no other ingredients added. 50% cashew nuts, 50% dates. So that was 120 calories. Also had 25 grams of pistachio nuts, and that came to around 150 calories. And then for dinner, it was boiled potatoes. I had 100 grams of them, and that gave me around 87 calories. And then also with that, I had mixed vegetables, which was about 100 grams, and this was kale, spinach, sugar snaps, and that 100 grams gave me about 100 calories. and then finally it was lamb kebabs, about 100 grams of them, and that gave me 264 calories. As you can see, meat carries, especially red meat, carries quite a lot of calories, I believe due to the fat. So the total for me is, I'm surprised I made it just under 1000 calories, so 991 calories. So yeah, that's my first day, and since stopping bread or having any toast since yesterday, and no sugar at all, or refined sugar, from yesterday till today, I could already see a difference. So I'll switch on my blood meter and we'll go through the results. First, we'll look at all of yesterday, which I believe I took insulin, long-acting and short-acting, twice of each yesterday. We'll look at them, and then we'll look at today's, where I only took the basal. So I'm just going to scroll down first. Today's the 7th of May. I'm going to go down to the 6th. So the first reading on Sunday, yesterday morning, was, as we can see here, 12.7 at 9:49. And then we've got 10.7, 11.5, and 13 at 1:30 p.m., 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. respectively. So as you can see, even with insulin, some days are just pretty bad for me. This is MMO, and that's quite high, so it's obviously way out of the 7 limit that it should be. So then today morning, I had one more reading last night, because I didn't want to sleep on 13, so I took an extra dose of, I believe it was short-acting. I took around 4 before going to bed. So from 10 p.m. the 13, at 1:45, it went down to 8.2, as we can see there on the 7th of May. So then come to this morning, first reading was 11.2 at 7:55 a.m. And then at 11 it was 9.3, at 4 p.m. it was 7.9, so gradually going lower, as we can see. And then just before 8 o'clock it was 7.5, and that 7.5, it was just before my dinner, which was the potatoes and things like that, etc. So that's them right there. And then finally, after the meal, well, approximately 1 hour 20 minutes after the meal, even with no short acting at all today, my blood only increased by around 3 points. So it went up from 7.5 to 10.8, as we can see here. So this is my post-meal reading. So yeah, as you can see, the results are not perfect yet, but for me, since I've been doing this for quite a few years now, I could already see some improvement in the numbers there. I mean, how gradually they're coming down just over the course of a day, especially if you compare yesterday's readings to today's, and knowing the fact that today I didn't take any short acting with the meals. Okay, so day 2 tomorrow. I'm going to do this up until Friday, and obviously from tomorrow it's 500 calories tops, so there'll be a lot less food. Until then, take care.